Good morning, students. In this video, let us find the Fourier transform of this sampling function. I am saying sampling function means I am dealing the Fourier transform analysis x of omega. This point I have highlighted in the basic elementary signals while I am discussing sinc function versus sampling function. If I take a Fourier transform x of f, I am getting the sinc function that I have discussed in the other video. Now in this video, we are taking the x of omega, that is sampling function. So for that, let us find the rectangular function Fourier transform in terms of x of omega. So here rectangular function represented with a rectangular of t by tau. This is the plot. Minus tau by 2 plus tau by 2. The tau is the width of the pulse. So this is what the signal x of t. So we want to find the Fourier transform x of omega. So what is x of omega? For any signal x of t, the Fourier transform of x of omega is minus infinity to plus infinity, this x of t multiplied by e to the power of minus j omega t dt. Fine. By using that formula, let us find x of omega for the rectangular function first. And finally, we can calculate the sampling function Fourier transform. So first x of omega. So this function minus tau by 2 to plus tau by 2. This x of t is having amplitude a and e to the power of minus j omega t dt. We have to integrate this exponential and then substitute these limits and then simplifying into the required standard form. So that here I am integrating this exponential, I am getting e to the power of minus j omega t divided by minus j omega with the t value minus tau by 2 to plus tau by 2. Next step, let us substitute these limits in this exponential. So that minus a by j omega, here t value tau by 2 upper limit. So e to the power of minus j omega tau by 2 minus lower limit minus tau by 2. So here minus, here also minus. So e to the power of minus j omega minus tau by 2. So I can take a minus minus plus here. And minus I am multiplying inside. So that a by omega and e to the power of j omega tau by 2, first I am writing because minus I am multiplying inside, e to the power of j omega tau by 2 minus e to the power of minus j omega tau by 2 divided by, here j I am writing this side. So that e to the power of j theta minus e to the power of minus j theta divided by 2j, we can write it as sin theta. Fine. So e power j theta, so this one is the theta. So that e to the power of j theta minus e to the power of minus j theta divided by 2j required, so that 2 I can multiply and divide here. So what I can write this expression is sin omega tau by 2. So I am rewriting this expression 2a by omega amplitude, and this exponential is converting into sine function, that is sin omega tau by 2. Further I am modifying this function like this. This 2 I can write here, and here sin of omega tau by 2 is there. So that here if I have tau, that means I am multiplying and dividing with tau. So that sin t by t form, we know that sin t by t can be written as sampling of t. So we can write that function x of omega here, it is equal to a tau. Here this factor now equal. So that sampling of omega tau by 2 we are getting. So what we are getting finally in this expression means a rectangular t by tau Fourier transform is A tau sampling of omega tau by 2. So if you get this pair, by using duality property, this rectangular function is time domain, sampling function is in frequency domain. By using duality property, we can exchange the signals from one domain to other domain. So that the sampling function, if I take it to the time domain, rectangular function comes to frequency domain. Let us apply that duality property to find the sampling function Fourier transform. I am writing this Fourier transform pair separately now. So we got now a rectangular function t by tau Fourier transform is a tau sampling of omega tau by 2. So duality property I am writing here, the statement of duality property, that is in x of omega analysis, if x of t Fourier transform x of omega, then this function coming this side, this function goes to that side with 2 pi multiplication and x of t reflected here. Right. So that this function, if I take this side, so this is the duality property. By using duality, I am swapping the signals like this. So A tau sampling of omega here in frequency domain. So we are bringing into time domain. So t tau by 2 Fourier transform is this function goes that side with 2 pi additional. So that 2 pi A rectangle and t replaced with minus omega here. So minus omega by tau. And we know that this rectangular function is even function. So that we can write minus omega as plus omega. So finally, let us cancel it. And sampling of t tau by 2 Fourier transform we are finding. Tau, let us take this side. So 2 pi by tau, rectangular function of omega by tau I am writing because this is an even function. So what I am getting the sampling function Fourier transform is, it is a rectangular function again. What is the Fourier transform of a sinc function? That is also a rectangular function. Observe the difference. There, sinc function of f tau we got. Here sampling function of omega tau by 2 we got. For example, if we want sampling of 100t Fourier transform, what is the highest frequency in this sampling function? So in sampling theorem, we repeatedly use this function. Sinc function we repeatedly use, and sampling function also, if you want Nyquist rate, we have to find the highest frequency in this signal. So that what is the Fourier transform of this one means, immediately we'll take the rectangular function in omega analysis. And what is this 100 means? This is nothing but tau by 2. So tau by 2 is 100. That means a tau value 200. So the rectangular function width in the frequency domain is 200. So that this side 100, this side 100. And 2 pi by 200 is the amplitude. Of course, the highest frequency is 100. Omega m is the highest frequency, that is 100. So whatever the constant multiplied in the sampling function for the t, that constant is nothing but the highest frequency of this function. So the double of that of highest frequency is the Nyquist rate. We know this discussion we will do in the Nyquist rate calculations. Right? Thank you.